Push the button. There's the button. There it is. What is going on, everybody? Pain and Gain Pick'ems week number 2 for you and you and you and all of you. How we doing? How was your week 1? We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But first, Pain and Gain Pick'ems. The new and improved Pain and Gain Pick'em starts right about
sir.
Oh, no. This isn't where I parked my car, but I'm kind of glad I did. What's going on, everybody? It's time for week number 2 of Pain and Gain Pick'ems, the new and improved Pain and Gain Pick'ems. I, of course, am your host with the most, representing the aqua and the orange, 365 days a year, 24/7. Hey, Pizzle, Alex, how you doing? We won last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Last second field goal. Love it. It's an ugly win, but it's still a win. However you want to say it, it's still a win. Joining me as always is Mr. LC Muscles 28, representing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What's going on, everybody? It's LC Muscles 20 here. Back in with a brand new Pain and Gain Pick'ems episode. Today's going to be a great show, that's for sure. I cannot wait to give you guys my picks. Last week I went 14-2. I was the highest member of all of us. So,
yes,
and I also won some money last week, so let's go ahead. One thing is I'm really excited about is continuing to build on that momentum. And Alex, remember what I saw? If you guys saw my video when I was in Atlanta, I actually got myself a little bit of something for you guys, and I'm going to do something fun on the show.
Oh, God.
So let me go ahead and
God.
this.
This ain't going to be good.
This isn't going to be good.
I don't
Slitta
know.
and all those. Slitta?
Did you see Slitta?
You're not going to like it. No, I did not see Slitta. He was yelling and screaming at his home, and he did not go to the game. But look what I got, guys.
What'd you get?
I got one of these.
Ooh. The Dirty Birds.
Don't worry, though. I'm going to be doing something this time. Yep, this is all the flags they gave out to everyone who won the game, the Falcons fans. And it's just like flimsy, squiggly, wiggly, wowdy boop, little plastic foam, whatever. I'm going to be doing some stuff on this, and you guys are going to like my results. So you guys will see that in a little bit. So continue your guys' intro, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on doing this. So,
and of course,
you guys are going to see my masterpiece.
Representing America's team, Tiny Tim.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tiny Tim back with you. Week 2 fantasy football. But I'm like fantasy football. Of course, we got Pain and Gain Pick'ems tonight going on. Great to get the first win, Alex. If you would, special request.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty good. Give me Jimmy Johnson.
You want to hear some Jimmy? All right, I'll let you hear some Jimmy.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Indeed.
But I think the real question was, how about those Browns? I mean, those Browns have one of the best defenses in the league, but what happened?
They got cocky.
I suppose so.
What can I say? I mean, look who their quarterback
every bit
is.
of it.
Look who their quarterback is. I love it even more. That's right. Yes, sir.
Deshaun Crosby.
Before we get into our picks, we got to do a couple things. First and foremost, it has been 8,401 days since 9/11. So just never forget. We always remember. And may God bless America.
Never forget.
That's all I got to say about that.
Never forget.
And Lucas and I were actually away last week. You want to talk about your trip to Hot Atlanta for the people at home,
Yes, I do.
if you don't mind?
Yes, I was in Atlanta. I got to go see my Pittsburgh Steelers in Atlanta. Got to see the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It was probably one of the best stadium experiences I've had. It's such an amazing stadium. And I was so damn happy being able to go to this game. It was such a fun time. I sat with some great people. So people drove up all the way from Kentucky, Florida, and many other places. A lot of Steeler Nation showed out. We made the Atlanta Falcons use a silent count in their home stadium.
Wow.
That is genius. I love every bit of that. We made the Atlanta Falcons use a silent count in their home stadium.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful. I love every bit of it. I was so happy. And
Steelers got a Super Bowl.
I had some good I can show you guys a couple of pictures of mine where I was on the field and some
Go for
Boswell field goals because there were a lot of field
Yeah.
goals. So I was very happy with that. I got to take a look at like the stadium roof though was absolutely beautiful. And here how close the field was for me. Here's how close I was to seeing the field. Let me see if I can pull up a good picture. So when they were doing the national anthem, that's where I was sitting. I was right near the field. I was
Nice spot.
only 2 rows away from the field. And let's go ahead and see a Boswell. Let's see if I can pull up a Boswell field goal. Let me see if I can find one. Give me a second.
Damn right. Chop
Oh, I
on,
know.
baby.
Okay, so here you go. Here's a Chris Boswell field goal from where I was sitting. Hey, Chris Boswell's MVP. So that was pretty much my view from where my seat was from kicking the field goals. I had amazing seats. I got such great value out of mine. And, oh, yeah, guess what I also saw, Alex? I saw Slash, one of Gary's favorite guitarists.
Hey, Slash. There you go.
And this was the funniest
How about
one.
that?
And this was
Nice.
the funniest one of them all.
that?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. Oh, my God.
Soldier Boy. You don't know? Soldier
I remember
Boy.
Soldier
He was
Boy.
performing.
Soldier Boy, yes. That was the halftime show?
He also wanted to sell his. No, that was in during the intermission of the third quarter.
Very nice.
And I had amazing seats. Here was TJ Watt celebrating after a big play right there, insanely close to the field, and got that freaking dub in Atlanta. We got the
Only
dub.
field goals, though.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Only field goals.
The referees, I will say, were absolutely all horrendous. The refereeing was absolutely horrible in the game. It was so bad. Like, even the own Falcon fans thought the officiating was bad. It was embarrassing, but yep. I was also on Facebook. Here's something that Steel 58 hasn't done yet.
What's
been to
that?
a game.
Oh,
He's never been to a game.
Oh, no.
He's never been to a game, even though
What a
being A-Bomb we're talking about when we were there. Guess where it is? It's his hometown of Colorado, home state Colorado. The Steelers are playing there. We'll talk about that later, but I made the drive up, man. Had some great food. Tried the Varsity and the Vortex. Thanks to Alexander the Great for the recommendations.
Those recommendations, I'm telling you, man.
I had the Fat Elvis Burger, which was incredible, man. The Fat Elvis Burger was one of the best burgers I've had.
Peanut butter and bacon. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
The stadium. Look at this.
Peanut butter and bacon.
Yeah. That's the Falcon statue.
Look at that. Look at that. How amazing that statue looks.
It's steel.
It's steel. So cool from that close, man.
Steel.
Yeah, peanut. It was.
There we go.
It was so.
I'm glad you
also had some of the. I also got to see the Century Village.
Yeah.
Village from there as well.
Nice.
The Olympic rings where they had there as well.
There you go. That's awesome, man.
Nice.
Meanwhile,
I
was
great food, and then also this was
Yeah.
me at the official Steeler Nation Unite bar where they were having the Road Warriors in Atlanta. I actually got to take a picture with that sign. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, overall, I had a fantastic trip, and I'm very
That's
excited
all. That's all that
Very
matters.
nice.
for the rest of the
Yes,
season.
very nice.
I was in Vegas this past
So, yeah,
weekend.
I had
I
an
saw. So I was in Vegas this past weekend, celebrating my buddy's bachelor party. We saw all of the games for week 1. Hell of a time. I'm only down $200 in gambling, which is actually pretty good, I think, if I do say so myself. Only down 200. Brought 600 with me. What are you gonna do? Well, there we go.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Well, so I guess with all that out of the way, let's start out with our picks for week number 2. Starting out, the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. This game is in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium, and from what I am
Here
seeing
we go already.
here, the Dolphins are 2.5-point favorites.
That is the correct spread. Let me double check. I'm going to double check on the official bet of Florida. It is 2.5, and on Yahoo Sports, it is 2.5.
Well, look who's here right now.
2.5 both ways.
What's up, Tom? How are you, pal?
Hey,
Go, Pat, go.
Hey, Tom Grassi, what's up, dude? Thank you for joining us, man.
Let's go. All right. Referee for this game
That's
is
awesome. We got the legend himself in the chat. Bill Vinovich is the referee for this game.
And calling this game on Amazon Prime. Yep, it's Kirk Herbstreit and Al Michaels. Lowest ticketed price on Game Time. Let me pull this up real quick. Not Las Vegas. I was there last week. Only down $600. All right. Sports. There we go. Come on, load up. Where are you at? Okay, turn this off. That'll do it. All right, $116 is the lowest ticketed price.
not bad.
That's
Not bad at all. So who you guys got and why? Save me for last. You all know the rules.
Let's have you kick it off,
Fine,
LC.
Tim, how about you go first in this one?
Okay.
Oh, you want me to kick off? All right, fine. Let's go ahead. I'll kick this one off. I was actually working on my masterpiece, but I could go ahead and kick this one off. The Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. This is a very competitive series, to say the least. The Miami Dolphins, they are going into this game winning the last game against the Bills. I mean, not against the Bills, but against the Jaguars. They won 2017. And they also had the big fiasco as well with the Tyreek Hill thing. The less said about that, the better. But the Bills and Dolphins, this rivalry has been dominated recently by the Buffalo Bills. The Dolphins have only won twice in their last 15 games. And the big thing is which team is going to make the least amount of mistakes possible. So far, the Dolphins have made the more mistakes in the past series history. Even though the Dolphins do lead this series overall 62-58 and 1 tie, I think that the big thing going into this game is how are the distractions going to affect the Dolphins mentally? That is going to be a big concern. The Buffalo Bills, though, they also do have some big mental struggles of their own. They did go down and underestimate the Cardinals a little bit in week 1. So both teams are pretty much fighting for early AFC supremacy. And this realistically could go either way. But if you watched our buddy's picks earlier, Mac, he pretty much has a very good point. If you don't know who your favorite or you aren't certain who to go with the home team. And I think at this time, it's the right move to do it. So I am going to go with the Miami Dolphins here. I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going with the fact that the Dolphins are at home. I think that they will get the job done. It will be very close. And at the end of the day, this will be an offensive shootout. This will be a high-scoring game. So if you have a betting app, this will also tie into my best bets, which I'm actually going to lock in as we speak. So I'm going with the Miami Dolphins to win this game. I am hammering a couple of props for this game. I am going over 45 points. This is an alternate spread. It will go over 45 total points. And the past few matchups for the Dolphins and the Bills, this pretty much has hit almost every single time. I think it's only missed It's only gone under 40 points at least once, but I think this will definitely go over 44.5 points. And another prop, we're going to do a double one. You can do two of them at the same one. But I think that the other prop that I like the best, and this is a really good combo one if you guys can find this, is going to be Josh Allen over. Let me see if I can find where is it? Where is it? I just had it. Come on. I just had this. Oh,
Josh Allen over 2 interceptions.
No, it's not going to be over two interceptions. That's not my one.
That would be nice.
I think that would be nice, but I think it's going to be over passing and rushing yards, 286. I actually had it on Prize Picks. It's not on the Hard Rock, but it's on Prize Picks if you guys have that, or on Underdog. Over 286.5 passing and rushing yards. If you could get that in, that is definitely a big fire hit. He had over 400 in his most recent match against the Dolphins, and I definitely think it will hit. Again, my overall pick, though, is I'm going to pick the Dolphins to win. I think the Bills will cover the spread. This will be a late game winning field goal by Jason Sanders.
Another one?
I think another one. Just like DJ Khaled. Hey, DJ Khaled's from Miami, and I'm going to use it here. DJ Khaled's another one for the Dolphins to win this game with a late field goal. High scoring affair. 31-30. Give me those Dolphins.
1 point.
Up.
Ooh, nail biter right there.
Nail biter. And I'm going to continue to work on my masterpiece. Tiny Tim, go ahead. You guys can't see. I want
All right. Well, big time NFC East showdown right here. I like this one a lot. According to ESPN Analytics, Bills have a 50.6% chance of winning this game, while the Dolphins have a 49% chance. So it's almost
it changed.
Almost dead even in this one.
That changed. Last I checked, the Dolphins were at 67% to win.
Ooh. But I saw the footage of Tyreek Hill getting pulled over by the police, and I know I'm going to get shit on for this, but the way that Tyreek responded to the police, dude, you gotta stay classy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is an awesome athlete. He is the fastest man in the NFL. He has got some great hands. He is a great athlete, but as they say on Monday Night Countdown, come on, man.
Come on, man.
You don't talk that way to a police officer, even if you are or are not Tyreek Hill. I mean, come on, man. But hopefully that's not going to distract him from what they have to do against the Bills here. I mean, great game for Tua last week, over 338 yards and a touchdown. Yep. Very nicely done. Tyreek Hill, I think, might be getting about 2 touchdowns here. Buffalo's going to be coming in. But I'll tell you what. I too am going to take the Dolphins, but it's not going to be as close as LC. I'm taking the Dolphins here by a score of 31-27. Fins up, baby.
Fins up, baby. And hold up just a second. Joshua Cook is making his appearance known. He won 11-4 last week. Colts lost to the Houston Texans, the Strouds. Hope they will win again against Green Bay. Look for his picks tonight. Joshua Cook, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check his picks out on the newest episode of Casey versus Everyone. Appreciate you so much. Let me just do this real quick, and boom. There we go. Okay, you heard what LC had to say. You heard what Tiny Tim had to say. It is my turn to call. So, Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen. He has owned the Miami Dolphins in his career with an 11-2 record. 11 wins to only 2 losses. This one is honestly tough for me to pick. I don't think that's going to change here. It's always tough on the Bills playing in South Florida, but this is a night game. So, sure, it's on a short week, but I'm on the other side. I got the Bills winning this game.
Oh.
The Bills will do enough on defense, and Allen will win it late. He continues his misery over the Miami Dolphins. Where's my thing? Right there. I actually want to share this real quick. Share my screen. It'll load up. And just look at that for a second. Last 12 games, they are 11-1. It's about to be 12-1. I'm picking the Bills to beat the Miami Dolphins, and I'm confident that they will beat the Miami Dolphins, so much so that the Bills are my lock of
and this is my stone cold lock of the century or the week.
Now, I want you to take a guess. My final score is on this picture. Take a guess what my final score is going to be.
34-28.
Okay.
32-29.
This one right here. 37-20. Give me the Bills.
Oh.
And you know why? You know why?
Because
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Because nobody
circles wagons
like
like
the Buffalo
Bills.
Bills.
I think we got another super.
We got two of them, actually.
Hey.
Ooh.
Luke, Vampire
Hey.
Luke, 77-0.
Oh, my goodness.
Totally not biased at all.
No.
No, of course not. And Grange. Anybody shitting on Tiny Tim for saying you should be respectful during the traffic? Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Hey, I'm just being real. Know what I mean?
That's right. As you should be. All right, let's talk about this game real quick because I'm really not too sure how to pick this one. So we're back to the Sunday games now. Let's go to the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field, as it is the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Mother-Loving Packers. This game is in Green Bay, and from what I am seeing right here, the Colts are 3-point favorites.
Let me take a look. Colts 3 points is. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see. Colts 3. Yes, you're right. It is 3-point favorites off my two sites.
Referee for this game is
referee for Packers and Colts. Let me pull that up right now because I'm trying to pull 20 things at once while creating my masterpiece still. And that is Colts and Packers. It's Sean Hockley. All right, so I'm surprised he's got the best referee's got one of the most mediocre games.
And calling this game on Fox, we have Joe Davis and Greg Olson. Joe Davis and Greg Olson. And lowest ticketed price on Game Time is $151.
That makes sense.
I guess I can go first in this one. What the hell? Why not? Jordan Love, speedy recovery to you, good sir. Packers got to start Malik Willis. Yep. Malik Wilson for the Packers, Jordan Love out. That will be a real challenge for Matt LaFleur and his coaching staff. The Colts have some big plays on offense against the Texans last week, but gave up a bunch. Packers will rally around their new quarterback, but it will not be enough. I actually have the Colts getting the job done over the Packers by a final score of 23-20. Give me Indianapolis Colts.
I'll go next on this one if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
Minneapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. Let's take a look at this. The Colts lead the overall standings actually 24-21-1. The Packers have been pretty good over the last – actually, the Colts have seemed to own the matchup recently. They've won 4 of the last 5, which is surprising. Even in the 2020 season, they seem to win the last ones. That's surprising because Aaron Rodgers was someone on these Packers teams, and these Colts have gotten the best of them.
They have.
And the Packers – without Jordan Love is going to be a big problem. It's going to be something that the Packers just I don't know if they have the talent to do it. They were in the similar situation last year where they were an underdog to a team where they had some high hopes in the Saints. That was before Dennis Allen completely sucked, and they end up winning. But I don't see that happening. I don't see lightning striking twice. I think the Colts will get this job done. I think that the Colts are the better team here. I think that they played a very good Texans team and just came out just short. I think they will do enough just to get the victory and expect Anthony Richardson, AR5, to get the job done and get the win for the Colts as they improve to 1-0, while the Packers unfortunately go to 0-2. Give me the Indianapolis Colts to win this game over the Green Bay Packers. My final score is going to be Colts. I'm going to go. I think it's a low scoring game, which will actually tie into my total points thing of the week. I'm going to go Colts 24, Packers 17, and my thing is actually going to be under 40 total points. I'm taking the under. You can take over the under 40 at plus
40
105. Under 40 total, yep. Or which one I would prefer, under 44 total, which is minus 180, which I actually think would be a better one. So under 44 total points. Even though it has hit recently, I just don't think it's going to hit again this time. I think both offenses will struggle, and I think it's going to be a more defensive heavy game, especially with the injuries.
Before you say your pick, Tim, I just got one thing to say. Luke, there's a guy named Ryan Tannehill available.
Oh my goodness.
Just saying. All right, Tim, who you got in this one?
Well, with everything I've seen and I've heard for this game this week, this one is now in the last 24 hours. This matchup has kind of given me a little cause to pause. I don't know if any of y'all saw Fantasy Football Fever last night on TJM 3774 channel. That's TJM 3774. That's my channel. Fantasy Football Fever every Tuesday night, 10:45 Eastern, 9:45 Central. I actually kind of did have this game as my upset special. However, with everything that has been said and Jordan Love maybe not being able to play this one, it looks like I may have to call an audible. Yeah, I may have to reverse my decision. So, John Flynn, John Natale, if you guys are watching, I'm actually flipping the script on this one. I'm going to have to reverse my score on this one. I have to go Colts 27, Packers 23. I had the other way around last night, but now this glare in my face with Jordan Love not being able to probably even playing this game, that changes the whole script right there. So looks like those Colts may beat those Packers. So I got to take the Colts in this one. 27-23, give me the Colts.
All right. Lucas, what did you say the over was?
Over right now, the actual over for the game is 41. I'm taking under 40. I'm taking the under.
And what
44.
was your score?
Mine was 24-17.
That's over 40, just so you know.
That's 40. I said over 40. Mine is under 44. The over now is 41. So right now, my score prediction is actually at the even mark. So it would be a push.
All right. Well, there we go. Okay. Next game on the list we have is the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. This game is in Baltimore at MNT. Who the hell uses that stadium? What I'm seeing right here, the Ravens are 8.5-point favorites.
They are 8.5-point favorites. You are right on the money.
All right. Referee for this game is.
I'm going to close out of that. Let me pull up my Packers, maybe my Ravens, Raiders, and let's go ahead and pull up the referees. Referee for the game is going to be And
calling the game on CBS, we have Andrew Catalan and Tiki Barber. The lowest ticketed price on Game Time is $126. And that I think
That
is
sounds
criminal.
about right.
That seems criminally low because Gardner Minshew should be well
Minshew-mania,
above
brother.
500. I mean, come on, hold on, where is he at?
Brother.
How could you not love this man?
That's a good point.
How can you not love?
Oh,
this
speaking
man?
of, did you guys see 5 Points Vid's video about him?
Yes,
That was pretty good.
that was pretty incredible. So, who you guys got and why? Raiders versus Ravens. I think we all know who else he's going to pick.
I don't like either team, so you guys go ahead before me.
All right, Tim, who you got in this one?
All right, we got the Ravens at home bringing in those Las Vegas Raiders. Minshew Mania running a little bit wild last week with 257 passing yards, 1 touchdown, just 1 interception there. With Zamir White getting 13 carries for 44 yards. Jacoby Myers only 3 receptions for 61 yards. So they were pretty much held in check. And it looks like we're going to be very much held in check this week, going into a very, very hostile environment. According to the ESPN Analytics, Ravens are at 71.7% chance to win this game, other than the Raiders have a 28.1% chance. This is, let's see here. Roquan Smith is questionable. They're a star linebacker for the Ravens. Let's see who else we got here. Not some big names on the Raiders team on the injury report, but this is actually not my lock of the week, but I'm going to boldly take the Ravens over the Raiders. Raiders. I mean, it's going to be so different. So give me Baltimore over Vegas, 33-21. Quote the Ravens. Nevermore.
Nevermore.
I'm in agreement with everything you just said. This is the second straight road game for the Raiders against the team playing its home opener with a little bit of rest, because let's not forget they played last Thursday night against the reigning defending undisputed Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, and this is on the East Coast. Brutal trip going from West Coast to the East Coast. They struggled against the Chargers, and they will struggle here against the Ravens. The Ravens won't struggle. Lamar Jackson will have a nice game. I got Baltimore big. Give me Baltimore over, actually not too big, but respectable. Ravens over the Raiders, 28-20. Quote the Raven.
Right.
Alrighty, so let's take a look at Ravens and Raiders. Ravens lead the overall series 9-4, and this game has, the last time these two teams played, it was in a very memorable Monday Night Football game to start the year. Now, 3 years later, it looks like these teams are 2 completely different paths. The Raiders, unfortunately, looked pretty bad against the Chargers, including my buddy Raider Ben. He was there live. He said the Raiders just did not play very smart. It's going to be an uphill battle for them to come back and compete with the rest of the AFC West. And the Ravens, they're going to have a much-needed little rest, mini-bye after playing on Thursday, the opening game of the season. Now they're coming back home for their first home opener. Ravens usually don't lose their home openers, but there's something you guys know. I'm actually going to pick the Ravens, but this is my point spread game of the week.
Oh.
This is my point spread game of the week. This will be my point spread game of the week. The Raiders have actually covered this point spread in 3 of the last 5 matchups, and I think they will cover here. I think a lot of people are underestimating the Raiders, and I think that they're going to keep it within 2 touchdowns. I don't think the Ravens win big here, but I think the Ravens will utterly underestimate the Raiders here. I think Ravens will win, but this score will be closer than people think. My final score is going to be 27-21. Give me the Ravens to win this game, but Raiders to cover the spread in my point spread game of the week.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay. Which is more than half. Okay. Next game on the list, we have another team traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast, as it is the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. And from what I'm seeing right here, this game is being played at Gillette Stadium, and the Seahawks are 3.5-point favorites.
They are.
All right. Referee for this game is?
Referee is Carl Sheffers.
And let's see, calling this game. I'm assuming this is on CBS because it's two CBS teams. Hurry the hell up, Sports Illustrated.
Actually, I think the game's on Fox.
I lied. It is on Fox. It is on Fox. And we got Jonathan Vilma and Kenny Albert on the call. Lowest ticketed price on Game Time is $144. I'll actually go first in this one, if you guys don't mind at all.
Go right ahead.
So the Patriots last week shocked the world. Who in the hell picked them to win?
Unless you were smoking a lot of crack, then you were not picking the Patriots.
I'm pretty sure Big Beefy E did, but that's Big Beefy E for you. Where the hell are my notes for this game? Seahawks. There we go. First long road trip of the year for the Seahawks, facing a team that upset the Cincinnati Bengals last week. Sorry, Dashy. Patriots defense was good in that game, and the Seattle offensive line has a little bit of issues. I think that shows up here. This isn't my upset pick of the week, but I am going to pick the Patriots to win a low-scoring game because of their defense. So give me the Patriots to beat the Seahawks 21-14.
Wow. Well, let's see here. Yeah, I was totally wrong about my lock. I had Cincinnati locks against New England, and that just fell through right there.
Got egg all over our faces.
Yeah, I don't think anybody saw that coming. But I don't think. I mean, the defense is all right, but I think Seattle's offense is going to be a little bit better. It's not going to be a real big, flashy game here, but I'm actually taking the Seahawks over the Patriots by a score of 23-16.
Right, and LC.
Alrighty, so Seahawks and Patriots. These two teams are so far apart from Super Bowl 50. Super Bowl 48, it's absolutely insane. Can you believe that it's been almost 10 years since Super Bowl 48?
Feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
That's insane to think about. Super Bowl 49 was when the Seahawks absolutely blew it against the Patriots, but now these are two completely different teams. The Seahawks may lead the overall series 10-9, but the Patriots did win where it mattered most. And this series is interesting to say the least. Ever since that Super Bowl win, the Seahawks have dominated the Patriots in the last two games. And I think that the big thing in this game is that the Seahawks are going to be a much more complete team. I think that their running is going to be a lot stronger than it is on the road. And usually when you go from West Coast to East Coast, you usually pick the home team, but not in this case. Ooh. I still think the Patriots have a really below average defense. I think that since I overlooked them, I think that the Seahawks will rebound here. Expect Kenneth Walker to have a fantastic game, which is actually going to my best bet of the game. So give me the Seattle Seahawks to win this game. My final score is going to be Seahawks. I'm going to go Seahawks 23, Patriots 13. Give me the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks defense will show up here. They did have a rough half against Denver, but I think that they will rebound here. My favorite prop is Kenneth Walker over 0.5 anytime touchdowns.
I like it. Quick question, LC. Yes. Christina brings up a good point. Have the Seahawks beaten the Patriots since the Super Bowl? Or have the Patriots beaten the Seahawks since the Super Bowl?
Oh, no, they haven't. There's two matchups. They both lost both of them, 31-24 in 2016 and 35-30 in 2020.
All right. Well, there you go. There's the answer for that one. All right. Next game on the list. Let's talk about third team that's going from the West Coast to the East Coast, as we are talking about the Los Angeles Chargers going to Carolina to face the Carolina Panthers. This game is at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And from what I am seeing right here, The Chargers are 6-point favorites.
Chargers and Panthers. Let's take a look at this. And I will say, let's take a look. Chargers and yes, you're on the money. Chargers and Panthers.
Okay. Referee for this game is?
Referee for the Chargers and the Panthers is, oh God, Brad Rogers. Thank God, because he had a good game. They had that game against the Steelers and Falcons, which was terrible, and now you get demoted to have this kind of game. So kudos to them.
Calling this game on Fox, we have Tom McCarthy and Jay Thiele. And the lowest ticket price on Game Time is the lowest one we've seen so far because the Panthers are booty juice, $38.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mind if I go first on this one?
How about it?
No.
I'm going to go first because I'm going to make things extremely similar. Extremely simple for mine. Even though the Panthers have led the overall series 6-1, the Chargers, let's be honest here, they're a much better team than Bryce Young. Is he already a bust? I don't know, but it's not looking good. Alex, lock him in.
Oh, boy.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. All week.
Oh, goodness. Yep, I'm locking him in. And yeah,
Locking the Chargers.
I'm sorry, but the Cincinnati Bengals and Patriots one, that was a bad lock. But this time, I'm much more confident in this one. Carolina Panthers, I just don't see how they compete in this game. I think the Chargers' run game will be a lot stronger, and I think that they are going to be a much overall stronger team. I don't think they cover. I think the Chargers blow them out. My final score is going to be Chargers 31, Panthers 17. I have a best bet if you can find a Lad McConkey over 0.5 anytime touchdown.
Oh, lad.
Let's play the Terminator.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
play. Where's Arnie at? There he is. Right about there.
And now go Chargers, go.
Yep. This is long trip for the Chargers in an early time zone, but the Panthers are just, as I've said, they are absolute booty juice. They were awful in their opener against the Saints, and now will be without their defensive tackle, Derek Brown, who is their best defensive player, mind you. The offense looked really bad, so look for the Chargers to win both lines of scrimmage as they get this victory on the road. I am also going with the Los Angeles Chargers. Final score, 26-6.
And now go Chargers, go.
Go Chargers, go.
Well, I pretty much agree with everything you and LC have said about this one. Carolina is just like trying to walk through, like people trying to walk through quicksand. Can't really do it.
Yep.
And the Chargers, good offense, excellent defense. I'm actually going the same route as LC. Not exactly the same score though. Give me the Chargers 28-20, and don't just give me the Terminator. Give me the Chargers because I am locking them this week.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. All week.
Yeah, just for the hell of
And
it.
now go Chargers, go.
There we go. All right, next game on the list we have. Ooh, this one should be interesting. As it's actually no, it's not. It's the New York Football Giants against the Washington Commanders. This game is in Washington at what's the name of their stadium again? FedEx Field. Is it still FedEx Field?
It's called Northwest Stadium. Oh,
Doesn't matter. Wait, Northwest, but they're on the East Coast.
wait a minute. Hold up a
That's
second.
different. They're getting their geography wrong.
Is it? Oh, wait, let me see this. It's called Northwest Stadium.
They're
What
not.
the hell?
They're not in the Northwest. It's false advertising. What the heck?
I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna play this right now because this screams.
Definitely,
Absolutely
definitely.
screams.
Yes.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Good God. All right. From what I'm seeing right here, the Commanders are 1.5 point favorites.
Commanders are 1.5 point favorites. I don't know about that one. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Are the Commanders 1.5 point favorites? Let's take a look, shall we, and see. Where did it go? I just had it. Come on. All right. There we go. Come on, app. Work. Oh, it actually went to 2.5.
Ooh. Commanders went to 2.5.
Yep, it went to 2.5.
Okay. All right. Referee for this game is?
Referee for the Washington Redskins. Yes, I'm calling the Redskins. Be quiet. And the Giants, or as I like to call them, Pequeño or Tom Thumbs, Scott Novak.
Calling this game on Fox, we have Chris Myers and Mark Schlereth. And the lowest ticketed price on Game Time is $83. And John Natale wants Tommy Cutlets. Can't say I blame him there.
DeVito.
Tommy DeVito, how you doing? Can't say I don't blame him because Daniel Jones, whew, he looked absolutely
It's the muy terrible.
Terrible. He looked terrible last week. These two are coming both off of losses, bad ones at that. Giants looked worse in the 2, and now they got to go on the road against their division rival in the Redskins. The Commanders will get some big plays from Jane Daniels, and with that reason, I am going to pick the Washington Commanders to beat the New York Football Giants. New Jersey Giants, let's be honest. Commanders, Redskins, football team, whatever the hell you want to call them. 21-12, Washington.
Oh, man, this game is going to be an absolute dumpster fire, to say the least. But there are some interesting things about this game. One thing that really surprises me about this game is the fact that the Giants have been competing well against the Washington Redskins in the past several series. Giants, for some reason, I don't know what it is with Daniel Jones, he always knows how to compete in Washington. He's won.
He does.
Yeah, he's won 5 of the last 6 in Washington.
Okay.
Which does scream concern, though, for those picking Washington.
It's a trap.
It's going to be a very close game. So, you know what that means.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's my trap game of the week. It's my trap game of the week. This is 100% my trap game of the week. I think that Washington is in for a trap. The Giants are going to make this close, but in the end, I still think this will be an ugly game. I think this will be a rough game to watch. I still think that the Washington Redskins will still get this done. My final score is going to be Redskins 20, Giants 13. Give me Washington. I think this will be closer than people think, but then I think Daniel Jones will throw a late interception, which costs his team. Give me Washington to win this one, and my best bet for the game is Terry McLaurin over 4.5 or 3.5 receptions. Either or is very viable. If you can get 3.5, get 3.5.
There you go. And Mr. Tim.
Yeah, this game is just going to put me to sleep more than anything. Thankfully, it will probably not be in my area. Not much more to say about this game here. Daniel Jones has got to go. This is going to be, I think this is my lowest scoring game this week. Give me Washington over New York by a score of 17-13.
Yeah, it's going to be a low scoring game for sure. Now let's talk about excuse me. Now let's talk about the other New York team, as it is the New York Jets against the Tennessee Titans. This game is in Tennessee at what's the name of their stadium again?
Nissan Stadium.
It's still Nissan Stadium. Okay. And the Jets are 3.5 point favorites.
They are 3.5 point favorites. You're right on the money on that one.
Okay. Referee for this game is?
Referee for the Titans and the Jets is going to be Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And calling this game on CBS, we have Ian Eagle and Charles Davis.
All right, so CBS B team.
Yep. And the lowest ticketed price on Game Time is $55.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Who do you guys got and why?
Well, looks like according to ESPN, the Jets have a 58.5% chance of winning this game. Last week, that bad man got 167 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but seems like the rest of the team just couldn't hold it together. And of course, they were going up against one of the most awesome teams in the league, the 49ers. Of course, I was totally wrong with my upset last week. I didn't see a beatdown like that coming, but I do not think that this is going to happen again. I'm going to go with the Jets. Tennessee. Last week, Tony Pollard only got like 82 yards on a touchdown. Calvin Ridley only got 3 receptions for 50 yards. Will Levis 1 touchdown, 1 interception last week. I'm going to have to go with the Jets on this one. Give me the Jets Jets 24-17 over the Tennessee Titans. And I'm for all the people trying to put down Aaron Rodgers and all that, I'm basically going to say the same thing that Aaron Rodgers said many years ago.
Let me guess.
R E L A X. Relax.
Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, this game, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure who to pick. This one honestly is a toss-up because it is, let's see what my notes have to say. These two looked bad on offense. Two really bad week 1 losses. The Jets defense has major issues while the Titans offense looked bad against the Bears. Will Levis has to be better. He has to be better. The Titans defense was outstanding last week. That defense will keep them in this one, but I'm not really sure who to pick. So where's this right here? I'm going to let fate decide.
Alex,
because this
I was about
is my
to say
coin
wait.
flip of the week.
I was going to say wait because I'm joining you.
Well, there we go.
What?
I'm joining you on this one.
Well, there we go.
Might as well join you in on this one because I honestly don't know who to pick either. This was definitely my coin flip game of the week. I honestly wasn't sure realistically how this was going to work, but hey, I'm going to make this my coin flip game of the week.
Okay. Heads, which was Sacagawea, will be the New York Jets.
This will
and
be
the home
Tennessee
team
Titans for
will
me.
be the American Eagle.
This is AR for Aaron Rodgers for me on the back. So Jets will be on the back. Titans will be on the front because they're the home team.
Tim, count us down.
I gladly shall. 3, 2, 1. Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Oh, that kind of hurt.
Mine hurt worse because I have a giant coin. Alex, what do you have?
Show and tell.
Oh, damn it! Give me the wait. Where's the thing? Where's the clip? Give me
goddamn Jets.
Give me the Jets. 23-20.
You.
So he's with the Jets.
Goddamn Jets.
I'm on the goddamn Jets too.
23-20.
19-16.
Ooh. All right.
Favorite prop is Brees Hall over anytime touchdown. Simply put, yeah, this would be the only one I consider on this game.
Okay, next game on the list we have is the Cleveland Steamers Browns against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is in Jacksonville at, I believe they're still
Everbank Stadium.
Everbank Stadium. And from what I'm seeing right here, the Jaguars are 3-point favorites.
Yep, right on the money.
All right. Referee for this game is
Adrian Hill.
Calling the game on CBS. You have Chris Lewis and Jason McCourty. And the lowest ticketed price on Game Time is $46. Who you guys got and why?
Might as well
Browns
go first
versus
on this one.
Jaguars.
Might as well go first on this one because this is an AFC North matchup. And you know the AFC North is my division, so let's go ahead and not waste any time on it. Let's just go right into it. So we have the Browns and we have the Jaguars, two teams that are realistically trending in a negative direction right now. The problem was the Jacksonville Jaguars had a 17-7 lead, and then unfortunately they could not get the job done when it came to clutch moments.
Beautiful.
While the Brown, I know someone who's work as a Jaguars fan. He was not happy. But the Browns, for me, they also got their I was the only one who had the Cowboys in my upset pick of the week.
That was your
my
upset?
upset pick of the week. That was my upset pick of the week last week. They were down 2.5 point. They were 2.5 point underdogs. Man, oh man. The Browns have won the last 2 games, but overall, Jacksonville has been the much better team in the overall series, leading 12-7. And the Browns offense now is without David Njoku, which is going to be a very big problem for them.
I have him on my fantasy team.
I do too. That's going to be a big problem. Now only having Amari Cooper is going to be a big problem. I think the Jaguars will be able to get the job done, be able to cover him up, and make Deshaun Watson's time a living nightmare in Duval County. So that's why I'm going to take the Jaguars to win this game and get themselves a much better situation here and get themselves the W. I think that the Jaguars will get this win, and I think they will get it done pretty convincingly. I think that this will be a lot more of a decisive game than what people think. I just don't see how the Browns really do anything on offense, to be honest with you. I think that they're in deep trouble, and I think that this is just a start. I think that the Jaguars will get the job done. They should have won last year, but I think that this time, especially without David Njoku, it's going to be a tough one. I think it's going to be a tough time, but I think the Jaguars will get it done and get the revenge from last year's game. Final score, Jaguars 31, Browns 20. Give me the Jaguars to win. The Browns get a garbage time touchdown just like they did against the Cowboys. My favorite prop is Travis Etienne over 0.5 anytime touchdowns.
That sounds like a... What in the world was that?
I just do my bottle around.
Oh.
Through my water bottle. Bottle throw. If you want to smoke on the sofa.
I got tea.
So anyway, this guy, Myles Garrett, wins Defensive Player of the Year last season.
Mm-hmm.
But last week, it was almost like he was nowhere to be found. I had to put out an APB on that guy.
Right.
I had to put out an APB on that entire defense last week.
Yep.
I mean, my Cowboys was just knocking those boys up. They got Deshaun Watson, 6 sacks, 2 interceptions. It was just wonderful. I mean, Cleveland, I think if they're probably going to lose this game, that defense might be a fraud. I don't know. But Jacksonville
already is a fraud. Just my opinion.
I'm going to give the edge to Jacksonville on this one. Not going to be too much flashy, but I mean, it's almost like Cleveland is going to get exposed once again. As I said earlier in the season, or earlier before we actually started the season, I could see an upside for Trevor Lawrence this year. I am going to take the Jags over the Browns 26-21.
All right. So the Jaguars blew a fourth quarter lead and losing to the Dolphins. Thank you very much for that, Jacksonville. While Cleveland was absolutely mauled at home by Dallas. Deshaun Watson, what more needs to be said about that guy? He was awful. And this is a tough ask to bounce back on the road against the Jaguars defense that slowed down the Dolphins. So look for Jacksonville to get the win in the win column. I'm agreeing with you guys 100%. 20 to I'm going to go 20 to 17. Give me Jacksonville. The same exact score as last week for the Jaguars. Okay, next game on the list. Here we go. Tim, let's talk about them boys, as it is the New Orleans Saints against the Dallas Cowboys. This game is at AT&T Stadium, Jerry World. And from what I am seeing right here, Cowboys are 6.5-point favorites.
They are 6.5-point favorites. You're right on the money.
Referee for this game is
Sean Smith.
And calling this game, I'm pretty sure this is on Fox because they're two NFC teams.
Fox
right. Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Mother-lovin' Brady.
Yep,
How did you guys think he did last week as a commentator?
Meh.
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually did not get to see the game. For the first part of the game, I was at work.
Right.
Second part of the game, I was helping a friend run errands.
Oh.
So I could only listen to it on the Dallas Cowboys app.
Okay.
So I was just listening to Brad Sham and Babe Laufenberg.
Right on.
So I didn't really hear anything about Brady. I saw there might have been some kind of mixed reviews.
Yeah,
I prefer Greg Olson as the top guy at Fox, but that's just me. Lowest ticketed price. Let's see here. Let's go.
It'll probably be the most
Dallas.
expensive out of the weekend.
$117.
That's it. I'm
$117. We all know the rules. Save the Cowboys fan for last. I will go first. Let me check my notes here real quick. Okay, this game features teams coming off of two of the better showings this past week. I mean, you got the Saints absolutely curb stomping the Carolina Panthers, and we kind of expected that, let's be honest, because and the Cowboys absolutely beating. Well, yep, they beat the Browns, and we all love to see that. Anytime that guy is on anytime Deshaun Watson loses, everybody else wins. Let me just say that. Cowboys will be playing their home opener after beating the Browns, while the Saints are on the road for the first time. The Dallas defense was suffocating against the Browns, and I think that carries over here against the New Orleans Saints. I believe the Cowboys go 2-0, but this is actually my spread of the week. I have the Cowboys to win, but I have the Saints to cover the points. 24-21, give me Dallas, and let's hear Mr. Jimmy Johnson.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
And Jerry Tunes, too. Why the hell not?
I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
Every time. LC, what say you, good sir?
What's saying me? Well, what me say is going to be that the fact that this game is going to be a bit more competitive than what people think. This is going to be a game where I think that either team will have the realistic shot of winning. The Cowboys lead the overall series 18-13, but they have pretty much split the last 6 matchups 3-3, so pretty much barely even. It's going to be a close game between both of these teams because I think that the Saints will actually play better than what people expected. I think the Cowboys playing against the Browns is a good sign, but I don't think it's going to be something that lasts throughout the whole season. I think that this game will be pretty close overall. I think this is an offensive showdown. I think that the offenses will do what they can to get some scores in. But yeah, I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys here. I think the Cowboys are the safer pick here, but I definitely think the New Orleans Saints can definitely cover the spread. Right now they are 6.5 on Hard Rock, 6 on Yahoo. Mm-hmm. I think realistically that this game will come down to which offense can score the most, and I think at the end of the day, I think that the Dallas Cowboys will end up getting the victory. I think the Saints will cover, but I think the Cowboys will get the win. My final score is going to be Cowboys 30, Saints 27. Give me the Cowboys to win this game. as much as I would want to pick the Saints. And I was concerned for my upset special, but I decided at the end of the day, it just wasn't worth it. My favorite prop is going to be Alvin Kamara over 0.5 anytime touchdowns. He's had a pretty good track record against the Cowboys. So I'm expecting that to continue.
There you go.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. Excuse me. All right, you heard what I had to say. You heard what LC had to say. Mr. Tim, it is your turn.
Boom. All right. What a great week for the Cowboys to start the season with a big victory over the Cleveland Browns. I was very, very impressed to see this young East Texan, DeMarvion Overshown from Tyler, Texas, who graduated from University of Texas, Hook'em Horns.
That's right, Hook'em.
Yeah, didn't really do much last year. I guess he was injured, or it was the year before. Can't remember, but he came in the game, did very well. Had great defensive. Tank Lawrence, DeMarcus Lawrence did great. Micah Parsons is Micah Parsons. Another great thing was that beautiful 60-yard kick punt return for a touchdown by Kevontae Turpin.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful. I love that. Over on the offensive side, Dak did all right after signing that big contract. It was nice to see Zeke get a touchdown. I'm wearing, this is his old jersey. He's now wearing number 15.
That was his college number, I believe.
Yeah, Zeke from the Ohio State University. Everything is all right. Brandon Aubrey still kicking them field goals. Yep. Defense was just on fire. Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe, the two rookie linemen, I have to give them a solid B. They did very well.
Nice.
And stopping the rush for Cleveland. Now they're going up against a New Orleans team that's maybe slightly better, but slightly better than a lot better than the Browns. But I don't think they're going to be that good against the Cowboys. Derek Carr is coming into town, and Chris Olave and Alvin Kamara is going to be trying to get back into the groove of things. But of course, I am taking my Cowboys in this one. Give me my Cowboys for the final score, 34-24. Give me Jimmy and give me Jerry.
You got it.
How about them Cowboys?
I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
There you go.
Yeah.
Love to see it. All right. I believe we got two more 1 o'clock games, then it's the later slate. Next game on the list is a rematch of the divisional round last year of the NFC, as it is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. This game is at Ford Field. And from what I am seeing right here, Lions are 7.5-point favorites. We'll just have to agree.
Yep, they are. Don't worry about it.
You go. Well, there you go. 7.5-point favorites. Referee for this game is.
Favorites. And the referee for the Lions and the Buccaneers, which I was hoping was Sean Hockley, because that honestly would be the right matchup for him. It's actually going to be Clay Martin getting this game.
And calling this game, we have Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnston, a.k.a.
Moose.
There it is. And the lowest ticket price on Game Time is $145.
That's surprising that there hasn't been many high-priced games so far.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a rematch of the playoff game from last year that was won by the Lions. The Bucs played it close in that game. But this is a tough task with a banged-up secondary. I believe a few of their safeties are hurt. A couple of their corners are hurt as well. Even so, look for Baker Mayfield to keep them in this again. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the Lions to win a very close game. I'm picking the Lions to beat the Buccaneers 30-27. Give me Detroit.
I agree. I agree with everything that Alex just said. I'm just going to make this short and simple. I'm going to take the Lions over the Buccaneers 30-17.
Okay.
Even though this game is going to be realistically considered either way, I think this game will definitely be an offensive shootout. I think that the big thing for this game is this game will be pretty close on both ends. Detroit Lions leads the overall series 33-29, but last matchup was a offensive shootout in that divisional round. I expect the same kind of perspective here. The Lions won both matchups last year. I think Tampa will try and make it close, but I think in the end, I think that the Lions will end up getting the W and getting it in a convincing manner. I think the Lions will cover the spread and win by at least 10. I'm going to pick the Detroit Lions to win this game. My final score is going to be Detroit. I'm going to go 30, Buccaneers 20. And I have two props, which I'm going to do a single game, which is going to be Mike Evans and Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdowns. Both of them are very good. And I like both of them, to be honest with you. I think either one of them is good. If I had to pick one over the other, I would say Mike Evans before. Mike Evans and then Jahmyr Gibbs. Either one will work.
Love it. Tim, what say you?
No, we're talking about Tampa Bay, Detroit. Yeah, I already gave my.
You did.
My score.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, 30-17 Lions over Bucks.
All right. Next game on the list. Ooh, this is the last 1 o'clock game, as it is the San Francisco 49ers against the purple incarnation of Satan, the Minnesota Vikings. And from what I am seeing right here, the 49ers are 6-point favorites.
49ers are 6 points favorites. Let's take a look. 49ers 6-point favorites. They are 6-point favorites.
Referee for this game is?
Referee for the 49ers Vikings is Brad Allen.
Calling the game on CBS, believe it or not, we have Kevin Harlan and Trent Green.
There you go, Kevin Harlan. I like that.
And lowest ticketed price on Game Time, $169. Nice.
Nice. There you go. I like that.
Just 6. That's right.
I think it's the highest one so far.
I believe so. I believe you're right. You know what? Both teams, both of these teams impressed in week 1. 49ers pushed around a good Jets defense, even without Christian McCaffrey. Mason carried that load on offense, and he is still doubtful from what I'm being told. The Minnesota defense impressed against the Giants. I think that will play into consideration here. This one will be close, but who we got here? So to Ishi, to Snowman, to A-Bomb, CA Cougar, and everybody else, I got to do it. Sound it!
Wow.
I am picking the Minnesota Vikings to beat the San Francisco 49ers 24-21.
Now, hold up a second. Is this the same team that I said was going to get upset by the Jets last week?
You did.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
You for real?
Yes, I am.
Bitch, are you for real?
Yes, I am.
Bitch, please.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are saying this, but
and I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
gotta do it.
My question is, what is the biggest piece of dog shit, though?
I don't know.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones for sure. But yeah, Minnesota 24-21.
Wow. I am honestly shocked.
I am flabbergasted.
Are you kerfuffled?
Yeah, whatever that's supposed to mean. No. No, I can't do that. I can't
as
do.
a
I cannot
famous
do that.
as a famous man once said, you got to stay off the
Oh,
weed.
yeah, yeah. Uh, hey, Lucas. I think after the show, we're gonna have to check Alex's papers.
Yes.
Wait,
we
hold
are.
on. For what? For what?
I mean, this is just as crazy as my upset pick last week.
It is. It is.
Well, trust me, you guys see nothing yet.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Well, anyway, let me
Go
get
ahead.
all right. Alex
Back on
got
track.
his out of the way. Alex got his out of the way. I'm going to get mine out of the way. I don't think that Minnesota is going to be that well enough to take down a San Francisco 49ers team, even though some of their best players are not playing. Christian McCaffrey, he's out, questionable. Jawan Jennings, wide receiver, he's questionable. He may not make it in there. But hey, this one guy, Jordan Mason, I just actually picked him up off the waiver wire for one of my
So did
fantasy
I.
leagues. And I tell you what, this guy is going to be something. No McCaffrey. I don't think there's going to be no problem at
No
all.
caffeine, no
I,
problem.
I'm taking the Niners over the Vikings 33-23.
A-Bomb's gonna look at you like, what the fuck? I just don't know. Even though Alex has a point, 49ers only have a slight lead in the season, the series history, 25-24-1. 49ers have won 3 of the last 5.
Okay.
They won last year off a crazy upset, which
They did.
I couldn't believe what happened. That was also, I think, a game where
Was that the Joshua Dobbs game?
no, this was the Kirk Cousins primetime win. He actually
Prime time. He actually went on prime time. Holy shit.
Yeah, he
actually won a
actually
primetime game. One of his greatest primetime games ever.
Shocking.
It was insane to think about. And that was the Jordan Addison game. The Jordan Addison where he really broke out. That was that game. But
Yep.
the Vikings, you may have beaten the Giants, but the Giants are just terrible. The 49ers are a juggernaut in the in the NFC.
Oh, yeah.
They're the top team in the NFC until anyone proves them otherwise. Until that Week 16 Sunday night game when they play the Detroit Lions. That'll be the true test. But now, I think they've walked through the Vikings convincingly. I just do not see how the Vikings win this game. I just don't see it happening. I think the Vikings will keep it close to the first half, but then the 49ers will completely outrun the second half. I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers to win this game, and I think this game will be close, but then the 49ers will take it over in the second half. Give me the 49ers to win this game. My final score is going to be 34-20. Give me the 49ers. And also the fact that they didn't even have Deebo Samuel in the last time they played him. They didn't have Deebo Samuel. But this time, Deebo Samuel is going to have a big breakout game. Deebo Samuel, anytime touchdown is a big prop of mine that I like. -110. Take that prop. It is definitely golden. He had 2 in his last game against the Vikings, and I think we'll have another great game against the Vikings. 49ers defense should lock down Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison while holding Aaron Jones to next to nothing on the rushing game.
All right.
34-20. Give me the 49ers to win this game.
Tim, did you say what you had to say already?
Yes, I said I picked 49 23, Vikings 23.
Okay. Now we're going to the 4 o'clock slate of games as we start out with a matchup in the NFC West, as it is the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. This game is it still State Farm Stadium?
Yes, it
For the Cardinals?
It's still Farm Arena. Yes.
State Farm Arena. Ooh. Okay, and let's see. And from what I am seeing right here, where the hell is it? September 15th. There we go. Scroll up. And the Cardinals are 1 point favorite.
Cardinals
Just
are
one.
Point. They are
Just
one.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 point favorite. And calling this game on a referee for this game is.
Yeah, I was about to say we're going to
Come
referee.
On. Relax.
But it's Hussey. Sean Hussey.
Sean Hussey. And you have Adam Amin and Mark Dirty Butt Fumble Sanchez on the call. Lowest ticket price on Game Time. This is the lowest one. $29.
Wow.
$29 to see the Cardinals and the Rams. One of those teams in the Super Bowl. One of those teams was in the Super Bowl a few years ago. Just crazy to think about it.
That is true.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, I'm going to go first on this one because this team is the underdog in this game, and I could see why. Losing Puka Nacua is going to be a big factor for them, but the Arizona Cardinals, they played a decent game against the Josh Allen-led Buffalo Bills. I think this game is going to be a good game. I think this will definitely be an underrated game, and I think that things will work their way through. But the Rams, how can you doubt Matt Stafford? Alex, sound the alarm.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's a trap.
It's my upset special, baby. Let's go. Upset special. Rams lead the overall series. Cardinals have only won 2 of the last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Wait, hold on.
67.
I have the notes here.
2 of the last 17 games. How are they favored? That is my concern. 2 of the last 17 games they have won. The Rams have dominated this series recently, and I think they will continue to dominate this series. The Cardinals being a favorite is an absolute joke. I do not see how that's happening, but I will take the Los Angeles Rams and Matt Stafford to get it done without Puka Nacua. Expect Cooper Kupp to have a fantastic game, and I think that the Rams will get the job done. My final score is going to be Rams 27, Cardinals 23. Cooper Kupp is going to have a fantastic game. I'm going to do a double touchdown score. I'm going to do a top. Actually, I'm going to do a 3-leg. Kyron Williams and Cooper Kupp over anytime touchdowns, and Trey McBride over. Let's take a look here. Trey McBride at 4 receptions. If you can get those are worth taking. Get 4 receptions. Kyron Williams and Cooper Kupp to get a touchdown. Take those 3, and you'll be making some money. I
like it.
Wow.
Oh.
My Rams are my upset special, baby. Let's go.
My Rams?
No, the Rams.
The Rams.
The Rams.
Okay.
I don't know why I keep saying that. That's weird.
Tim,
Well,
what say you, good sir?
Looks like I'm going to have to call another audible again.
Ooh.
I mean, Cooper Kupp was outstanding last week,
He was.
and he's going to be carrying more of the receiving load now that Puka Nacua is going to be out for a while. So I have to flip the script on this game. Last night, I told Flynn and Tally it would be the Cardinals 24-20, but after examining this thing for a little while, I'm reversing the score. It's going to be I'm taking the Rams behind Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp will get somebody write this down. If it's not one of you two, somebody out there watching, Cooper Kupp gets at least 150 receiving yards.
150.
Oh, okay. You know what, Tiny Tim? I'm actually going to say something about that. You know what the odds for that for alternate receiving yards?
150.
100 plus is plus 140. 150 is plus 275.
Do it. Do it.
Unfortunately, it's not available on Hard Rock, but if you do see it on a DraftKings or a FanDuel, I would definitely like Tiny Tim. That might be a good one. Tiny
Underdog.
Tim. Underdog does not have that, unfortunately.
That could be. I think that could be a possibility for Cooper Kupp. 150 yards receiving in this game.
It's possible.
So give me the Rams over the Cardinals 24-20.
Okay. Cardinals blew a big lead at Buffalo last week and now must face a divisional rival at home in their home opener, the Rams are playing consecutive road games, which is always tough in the NFL. They are also banged up on the offensive line, but the Rams have owned the Cardinals, winning 13 of the last 15 games. Not this week. I got Arizona. Winning this game. I have a feeling that they're going to shock the world. Give me the Cardinals to beat the Rams. 28-24. Give me Arizona. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next game on the list. Let's talk about this one. LC, you're up, as it is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. This game is at Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado. And from what I am seeing right here, the Steelers are 2.5-point favorites.
They are 2.5-point favorites.
Excellent. Referee for this game is
Your favorite, Alex.
Cleat.
Cleat.
Yeah, I gotta watch him because when I was listening to the Cowboys-Browns game, Cleat was the referee in that game, and there was a couple of questionable calls that he made. So, yeah, you might want to keep your eye on old Cleat.
He can't be any worse than Brad Rogers last week. How do you call holding on a roughing the punter?
Don't make sense.
Does not make sense. And calling it the game on the CBS. That boy, Spiro with Dinas. He's gonna go in for the touchdown. Wonderful, miraculous. You love to see it.
Wonderful! Wow, TJ Watt with another sack.
What beautiful sack! Beautiful sack. There's plenty of reps in front of him.
And who is his partner?
And his partner is Adam Archuleta, the former
Adam
safety.
Archuleta.
The former
Right.
safety and one of the biggest free agent bust signings in Rams history.
That's
True.
right.
That is true.
True.
You all know the rules. Save the Steelers fan for last. I will go first if you all do not mind.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Steelers are playing consecutive road games as their defense won last week against the Atlanta Falcons. TJ Watt lit up those Falcons for sure. That defense travels and will make life tough for one Bo Nix, who struggled in their opener against the Seattle Seahawks. This will be a low-scoring game with Justin Fields at quarterback for the Steelers, but it'll be close. But I do have the Steelers getting the job done. I have the Steelers beating the Broncos 17-14. There we go, Steelers. Still got Super Bowl.
Stars got Super Bowl, as Urine Tree would say.
You treat.
That's right. So even though he's not going to start in the game, he's going to be facing the team that he did play for the last 2 seasons, which of course still, in my opinion, is the worst trade in NFL history.
Ooh.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
And it looked like it was just that Wilson and Peyton they just weren't going to get along. So Wilson went to the Steelers. Now he's got hurt. Now we got Justin Fields, who the Steelers got from the Bears. He looked pretty damn good, throwing for 156 yards, going 17 of 23. Going up against this rookie named Bo Nix, who pretty much got roughed up in his first game, but many rookies will get roughed up with their first game. But I'm going to go with Justin Fields on this one. I think he's got a new home, better environment in Pittsburgh. So give me those Steelers to take it to the Broncos. Give me the Steelers 27-20. And I guess I will echo those same 4 words that Mike Tomlin would say,
We do not care.
All right. You heard what I had to say. You heard what Tiny Tim has to say. LC, is your turn.
Oh.
Oh, man, I'm excited for this one. Pittsburgh Steelers, the Steelers versus the Denver Broncos. I get to see my team. I saw my team on the road in Atlanta. Unfortunately, I'm not going this game. There's no way I'm going to be able to make it. But, hey, I'll be watching at home, and I'm very excited for this
As
game.
you should.
The Broncos do lead the overall series, though, which does concern me a bit. But Pittsburgh has won the last 2 games, which definitely helps. Denver has been one of those places that's been inconsistent for the Steelers to play at. But the good thing is that we have some very important games here. And I think that we will get the job done. The big thing with this game is the Bo Nix does not have as many targets to throw to. We will. One of the problems is Cortland Sutton is questionable for this game, which could be a big problem for them. And that if he's not going to play this game, who is Denver going to throw to? They released Tim Patrick. They don't really have any. They don't have Jerry Jeudy anymore. Who are they going to throw to? Their running game's not going to get much. It's going to be a long day, man. But Alex, you were going to say something?
I'm not sure who they're who's on their depth chart. Let me just check real quick. Denver Broncos. No, not Seahawks. We already saw that last week. Denver Broncos depth chart. There it is right there. ESPN. The starting wide receiver for the Denver Broncos is Cortland Sutton, Josh Reynolds, and Devontae Bele. Devon Bele.
Do you know what I have to say about those 2 receivers? It doesn't matter who those receivers are. Our Steelers cornerbacks are going to lock down Bo Nix and make him throw interceptions. The Steelers defense is going to completely dominate the Denver Broncos offensive line. This game is going to be I think this game will definitely be a game that's not even going to be close. I think Boswell will have another great game. But in the end, I think the Steelers will get this job done. Sorry, Savage Chev. Your team does not have the shot this week. Bronc Nuts. I know you guys are probably Bronco fans out there on YouTube, but your team's not winning this week. Let's be honest here. No. Denver's going to go into Sean Payton. You have a decent coaching record, but the problem is, though, you're facing Mike Tomlin, who, when it comes to playing these kind of games, he knows when to get the job done. Mm-hmm. Final score, Steelers 27, Broncos 13. Give me the Steelers to win this game convincingly. My best bet is completely obvious at this point. TJ Watt over 0.5 sacks. He's going to completely just overwhelm Bo Nix in that offensive line. It's not going to be fair. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Steelers it's going to be a much better game than we played against Atlanta. If we saw just the bare basis of what Justin Fields could do against a good Falcons defense. The Falcons defense is extremely underrated. We'll get to them in a little bit. They're very underrated, but if Justin Fields can do that against an underrated defense like the Falcons, what do you think he's going to do against one of the worst defenses in the league and one of the worst offenses? Because that defense is going to be out there for a majority of the game. The Broncos offense is not going to do anything. Steelers are going to win this one easily.
There we go. And if you don't like that, Mike Tomlin has 4 words for you.
We do not care.
There you go. We actually got a comment from Twitch. Believe it or not. Because I'm streaming this on my Twitch as well as my Twitter. What was your guys' record for last week? I went 11 and 15. I almost said 1 and 15. 11 and 15. 11 and 5.
Damn it.
11 and 5.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I went 13 and 3.
For 13 and 3, what do you mean? Well, you guys can't. Well, you guys do 17 games, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, 7. Oh, actually, 16
okay,
games.
So
16.
I went 14 and 2.
Math is hard.
Nice.
Math is hard. I went 11 and 5 last week. Okay, next game on the list. I am just going to say this right now. Let me put this up and let me just play. Because this is for sure the game of the week. This game is
week as well.
Since the Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs, this game is at Arrowhead. I'm not calling it Jihad, for fuck's sake. Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs are 5-point favorites.
Let's take a look because I actually have that right here. They are 5-point favorites.
All right, referee for this game is?
Referee is Alex Kemp.
And calling this game on CBS, it's their A team. It's Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. There it is, Jim. Oh, there it is. He's going to do it again. Oh, man.
He looked. Patrick looked. He looked a little Mahomey.
There it is. He looked a little Mahomey, man.
Little
Gotta
Mahomey.
love it, Jim. And lowest ticket price, $212.
That's the most out of all the teams this week.
Oh boy, Bengals were
Mind if
bad.
I go first on this
Have
one?
at it.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted me to go.
No,
first.
go for it. Go for it.
All right, here we go.
Uh,
Because I actually want to go over this because I have something to say. Dashy, I am not picking the Bengals in my lock of the week ever again. Not this year.
no.
I'm sorry, but I had a 12-team parlay that was going to hit, and Cincinnati had to freaking ruin it. I would have made over $400 if the Bengals could
You're
have
telling
just
me.
beat the Patriots.
You're telling me. I was in Vegas. I had a 14 parlay. Well, the Bengals were one of them.
How do you lose to a team like the Patriots who,
Have
let's be
nobody.
honest, Pro Football Focus has as a 31st ranked roster in the league?
They got nobody.
I understand that Joe Burrow does have a good track record against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs and Arrowhead, but the Bengals do not start off very well. And I should have realized this. I should have put the Patriots as covering the point spread. I didn't. I decided to go Bengals money line, which was a terrible idea. They will try their best to make this game close, but it's going to be a low Mahomes while Patrick Mahomes has a great game. And the Chiefs get this one done. I think they win by 10 points. I think the Chiefs will easily cover this point spread, and I think the Chiefs will get this job done. My final score is going to be Chiefs 31, Bengals 21. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs to get this win. I do have a prop from the Bengals I do like, though.
Mm.
And it has hit in almost every single game that these two players have been on the field at the same time. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. So Jamar Chase over 6 receptions. 6 receptions or more. It has hit every time Joe Burrow's been starting for the Bengals against the Chiefs.
Okay. Is he playing this week?
Yes. As of now, he is playing.
Okay. Yeah, the Bengals were bad in their home opening day loss to the Patriots, but they have always played well against the Chiefs with Joe Burrow. Offense doesn't have the firepower right now to compete with the Chiefs, so look for Patrick Mahomes to have fun with his speedy new weapons, his new toys, his new receivers as the Chiefs go 2-0. My score is actually similar to yours, Lucas, believe it or not. 31-21. Give me Kansas City.
I like that.
So that sounds good. I actually think that this game might be a little bit closer than what a lot of people say. I mean, Joe Burrow, they always try to play against the Chiefs hard. Everybody tries to play against the Chiefs hard, but the Chiefs are just so damn good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Jamar Chase is in there. Good to see Rashee Rice back on the field. He's not going to get any punishment for that little incident he had earlier in the year. Xavier Worthy, my man from the University of Texas.
Welcome.
He made some immediate dividends last week in their game against Baltimore. I'm seeing this. He could be my early dark horse candidate for offensive rookie of the year right there. But I see Pacheco do well. Rashee Rice is still well. Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce. So, but I think Joe Burrow may play them a little bit harder, make the Chiefs really work for this one. This is not my point spread game of the week, not yet. But I'm taking Kansas City 35, Cincinnati 30. It's going to be a very close game. It's going very good too.
Yes, indeed.
How is the Bengals leading this series overall 18-16? That's my biggest question.
Your guess is as good as mine, bud.
Right.
All right. 2 games left. Sunday Night Football, NBC. Check your local listings as it is the Chicago Bears against the Houston Texans. This game is in H-Town. And the Texans are 6-point favorites.
Texans are 6-point favorites. You're right.
Excellent. Referee for this game is
one of the most basic names out there, Land Clark.
Land. Oh, Land. And calling us on NBC, you know who it is. It's Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. Lowest ticketed price on Game Time is, let's see here, $205.
That sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Who you guys got and why for the Bears and the Texans, aka the Strouds?
Strouds.
Congratulations to Caleb Williams for getting a victory last week for the Bears. Look pretty good. DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore, they look pretty good, but they're going up against a team with one of the best young quarterbacks in the league. Last year's Rookie of the Year. And Joe Mixon, I'm so happy about Joe Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
He left
He's finally out of the
Cincinnati.
Bengals.
He's out. He's out of Cincinnati. He's into Houston, but he looks like he hasn't really lost a step one bit. I
No,
mean,
he
Joe
has
Mixon
not.
still looks great. And Nico Collins, nice young receiver for the Texans. He does very good. He had 117 yards on 6 receptions last week. So even though Caleb Williams enjoyed that victory last week, but it's going to be kind of difficult for them to take this. Although this is my point spread game of the week.
Oh.
I think Caleb Williams is going to, and the Bears are going to make this very interesting. But in the end, I'm taking the Texans. So my final score is 30-24. Texans with a victory. Bears with the points.
Okay. This will be the first road game for Caleb Williams after a bad first start over the Tennessee Titans. He has to be better. The Texans impressed in winning on the road against the Indianapolis Colts, but they gave up some big plays to the Colts. The Bears defense will slow down CJ Stroud, but turnovers will give the Texans the victory. I'm going with Houston as well. Final score 24-13.
These teams have only played 6 times. Texans lead the overall series 4-2. The Chicago Bears all time are 0-2 when it comes to playing Houston, and they have lost by a margin of 16 combined points, being outscored 23-14 and 31-24. Most recent matchup was in 2016. And I don't see why the Texans don't win this one by a similar margin. I think that the Houston Texans are a much better team. I think that they will prove themselves to be a front runner in the AFC. The Strouds will get the job done over the Chicago Bears. I think that this game will be it's definitely a big win. I think this will be a Texans strong win for them. I am taking them with the points. My final score is going to be Texans.
Yep.
I'm going to say 33-24. Give me the Houston Texans to win this game. I think that this best bet with the game will definitely be the Houston Texans. If I had to pick realistically one player to do something big, I'm going to say it's Nico Collins over 4.5 receptions or Stephon Diggs with a touchdown, anytime touchdown. Either one of those would be good. I'd like either or. I think that Diggs will definitely get some good margins here. Nico Collins. So any one of those three. And then also Houston Texans VGM +3 is also a good measure here.
That is true. All right. Last game on the list. We have Monday Night Football, as it is the Mylanta Turkeys against those Philadelphia Checkers. Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. This game is at Lincoln Financial Field, and the Eagles are 6.5-point favorites.
They are 6.5-point favorites. You're right.
Referee for this game is
Craig Rolstad.
And calling the game on ABC and ESPN is Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, a.k.a. Beavis and Butthead. Is there a mini guest?
Yes, there is. There was one last week. There is one this week. There won't be any ones, I think, again until week 5 or 6.
Okay.
Actually, no, it is week 6. So this will be the last one until week 6.
Lowest ticket price, $200.
About average.
$200.
You guys mind if I go first on this one, guys?
No.
I'll go over my pick and then reveal my special surprise for you guys. Because I've been working on this project on that Falcons flag, so you guys will see it in a second. After seeing how bad the Falcons played in person, I think trading Kirk Cousins all that money was definitely going to be a thing that ruins this Falcons franchise for the next few years. I would not be surprised if Michael Penix Jr. starts within this season. I think Kirk Cousins getting that deal is a big mistake. And you know how Kirk Cousins is in prime time. A majority of the time, he's going to lose. 1 o'clock is his favorite time of the day to play, but in the prime time, especially in Philly, he does not fare very well. He is very prone to that. If you could get Kirk Cousins over 0.5 interceptions, which is my prop of the day, that is going to be the play to get. It's not on the books yet, but it will be soon. But yeah, let's be honest here. This Eagles team is going to be one that's going to have that. They got the big win over the Packers, and they're going to crush the Falcons. Let's be honest here. This, if I had a second lock, this would be my second lock. But yeah, Eagles are going to crush the Falcons. This won't be close. Eagles lead the overall series 21-15 and 1. They've won the 4 of the last 5. Give me the Eagles to win this game. Final score: Eagles 33, Falcons 17. Give me those Eagles, baby.
And do you know why?
Why? Yeah.
Do you know why?
Romy is here.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Eagles. Let's see the master. All right, let's see this masterpiece.
All right, so here we go, guys. This is the masterpiece I created for the Dirty Birds. Look at that. Look how much all this writing on here.
28-3. Slitta cries up.
0-5 in big
Super
games.
Bowl. 0-5 in big games.
Oh,
Show-
Look at this. Coca-Cola. The official
Coca-Cola.
soft drink of the Atlanta Falcons. Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, ladies and gentlemen.
Coca-Cola. Oh my gosh.
28-3.
That is brutal.
Please help. 0-5.
Why the mustache?
I don't know.
Why
There's always something.
mustache?
I don't know why. These cartoony mustaches are always funny to draw for some reason on these. And I have a proposal for anyone who wants anyone, because I honestly I don't know if I'll keep this thing, but if you guys can actually beat me in pick'ems, or if you guys could beat me in pick'ems at some point, I'll send this to you guys.
Is this a challenge?
And I'll sign it and just send it to you guys. You have to beat my record in a points pick'em week. If you beat my record and prove you can, if you're in Dashy's pick'em league and prove you have beaten my record, I'll send this to you guys.
Beat him if you got
you got to take on the champion of pick'ems. I've won some serious money over the past year. Like this, I actually won some money last week because I was number one in my paid. Yeah, I was not only did I win that, but I also won some money for winning my first time out of 5 tries winning a week in the pick'em week. Because I actually went 13-1 in my pick'em because they don't count the Thursday or the Friday games. But yeah. I went 13-1 with my only loss being the Bengals.
Good stuff.
So yeah, that's my flag there. If you guys can prove you can beat me in pick'ems, you'll win that flag.
All right.
And then you can do whatever you want with it.
Whatever.
You can use it as a thing. You can use it as a placemat for your if you want to put your plates on it, eat food off of it. You can use it as a napkin. You can wipe your ass. You can do whatever you want with it.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's there you go.
But yeah, Slita, how's it feel to lose the Steelers again? That reaction was hilarious. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
I did. That was something. That was something. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's that intro. Maybe bust out laughing on my way home.
Well, the Eagles will have extra rest here after playing last Friday in Brazil against the Green Bay Mother Loving Packers. The Falcons were lifeless on offense against the Steelers, while the Eagles moved it at will against the Packers. This will continue here. Kirk Cousins will be better than a week ago, but not quite what the Falcons need to get the job done. I am going with the Eagles. Philadelphia Chickens 27-24. Why?
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Okay.
All right, so I am finishing up this week.
2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row, I get the final word. So Falcons almost almost had it until the Steelers pulled it away. And once again, congrats to the Steelers, sir.
Yes,
Um, Eagles at home are very tough to beat. Jalen Hurts had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. Looks like Saquon Barkley is fitting in quite well in Philly. AJ Brown still doing quite well. Yes, it is a primetime game. Of course, I've always said Kirk Cousins is a not ready for primetime player. Even though he did win that one a few years ago, but other than that, just doesn't play well at night. Should be in the daytime. Don't really see any serious important names on the injury report. But actually, I think Falcons may try to. I think I actually agree with Johnster. I read a comment. He said that the Eagles will win it, but it's not going to be as easy as everyone thinks it's going to be. But I am going to take those chickens over those turkeys by a score of 31-24. Give me the chickens. Once again, we ask, why?
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
And
Love it every time.
there you have it. That
Love
is
it.
it for week number 2 of Pain and Gain Pick'ems. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see a massacre, I will be live tomorrow night for the Dolphins against the Buffalo Bills. Getting back into the swing of things, doing play-by-play commentary. So, yeah, if you want to see a massacre, come and let's have a good time. Tomorrow, 8:15, right here on A Pizzle 90. How you doing?
How you doing?
Fantasy Football Fever on Tuesdays. We all know that.
That's right.
Yes,
Me, John Natali, and John Flynn. We do Fantasy Football Fever Tuesday nights. 10:45 Eastern, 9:45 Central on the TJM 3774. So y'all check that out.
Yes, sir. And LC, you got anything?
Nah, other than this brag video, I might do victory laps here and there. I'll probably do some victory lap. Otherwise, though, it's just brag with me.
Whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens, happens. Exactly.
That's all right. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of.
That's right. Okay, so until you see us next week, see you guys later. Peace out and fins up, baby. We'll see you guys next time. See y'all tomorrow.
Let's go Steelers. Oh, I gotta fix this terrible towel here. Let's go Steelers. Denver, prepare to get your
I don't have a Dolphins.
Your horseshoes. Get your horseshoes removed and get your cells. Take it down by those Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's go, baby.
Hey, New Orleans. You think Francine's going to do some damage? Wait till you see Dak and the boys do some damage to you guys at AT&T Stadium. Take care, everybody. Mwah!
See ya.